than the flyest, and I do mean flyest podcast in the land. Today we got a story that the lamestream media tried to cover up. It says officer in fatal shooting of Michael Craig face firing after 2016 incident. That was 2016, huh? We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, TZ Von Savage and J Lava is in a fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Von Savage and J Lava on the new podcast. They Keep It P podcast, where they take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or could not be keeping it P.
I'm Keep It P. As a matter of fact, Keep It P, but then again, Keep It PG, PE. Alright, it's Professor Griff. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, y'all know exactly. Well, you should know what time it is. Y'all hear them fly beats? Come get you some beats, man. It's not all podcasts over here. I do music. I do music too. I got beats too. Fire beats. Out of darkness into the light. It is I, J Lava. You know who it is. And this is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. I'm not trying to tell you how to think. That's not my job. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down these articles when you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black, racist, war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media, and then you got the Democrats and the Rethuglicans, both bipartisan, super saying wings of the same bird flapping to target your black ass. So don't think that the Democrats is no different than the Republicans. Those are subjective words, right? It's pretty much all about so-called white supremacy. Y'all know what it is. Go and hit that like button. Go ahead, hit that share this to your network of peoples, man, like I just did. I just shared it in my messenger. And then I want you to hit that subscribe, and there's a bell on the subscribe button. You hit that, and then that will notify you every time I decide to go live now. Boom, let me put this on the screen. So this is one thing that I hate that lamestream media does. This article is about the killing of a black man, yet they got the black man's son splattered all over the cover of the joint, and it's like you can't find the cops. So I was doing a little research to find the cops, and I think this is the cop. But look at the picture that they got for the cop, though. You see what I'm saying? Oh, let me put that on the Summer Jam screen for you. See, you see what I'm saying? When you go to the article, let me see if they got. Uh-oh, I didn't know they had the video. Oh, we're showing that. Let's watch the video real quick. See, look, I couldn't even find the video at first, right? Let's check this video out, man, real quick. Fair use, Copyright Act 1976, blah 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 blah. Let's see what it's saying. Cause you know they done shot this man. All right, let me see if we can get it in real quick. Hold on. Cause they got the video. Why is that? Oh, they don't want me to show the video on live? They on some bullshit. Okay, boom. Cause I know they had the tasers. Then they walk in and look, and then cuz was like laying on the ground and they shot him. So here, let me read this story real quick, cause then y'all can kind of get a gist of what I'm talking about, cause this one is actually kind of funny. and it's definitely all type of shenanigans going on. But here we go. I'm gonna read from the Chicago Sun-Times. It says Chicago police officer who fatally shot 61-year-old man inside the Greenham home last month had faced termination after 2016 arrest on assault charges stemming from a drunken off-duty encounter with police. So this dude is already. What's up, Annette B? What's up, mommy, mom? Here, let me put the pause on this in case it start playing while I'm talking. But they try not to cover this case, y'all, so that's why I'm, getting it in. But it says former police superintendent Eddie Johnson had moved to fire the officer, but he was reinstated by a unanimous vote of police board, which noted that the officer had immediately entered treatment for alcohol abuse and had been cleared for duty by a psychiatrist. So basically, he said, I'm getting so sick of this bullshit. Hell, man, listen. This shit will stop happening when niggas start pulling up. Hey, for all my religious folks, all my religious black people, don't it say eye for an eye in there somewhere? Now, I don't promote violence. I don't. But I do promote protecting oneself and protecting one's family. I do. I promote that. So if that mean you got to pull up, man, that mean you got to pull up, man. What Biggie say? Niggas bleed just like us? Anyway, but at the news conference outside City Hall Friday, lawyers for the family of Michael Craig questioned whether the officer was fit for duty based on the records of his 2016 disciplinary hearing and the officer's erratic behavior on October 4th shooting that killed Craig. Craig had called the police the morning he was shot, claiming his wife was holding a knife to his throat. When the officers entered Craig's apartment after Craig had shouted that his wife was threatening him with a butcher knife, the officer shot Craig as he and his wife darted across the hallway from room to the officers. The officer somehow convinced the police board that he was all set to go and fit for duty, attorney Michael Oppenheimer said Friday. The superintendent said that he was unfit for duty and that he was a danger to the community, and he was unfit for duty and incapable of handling a weapon. The officer has been placed on desk duty pending investigation of the shooting by the Civilian Officer Police Accountability. Oppenheimer said it was unclear if the department had tested the officer for drugs or alcohol after the shooting, which they should have. That's what they do to everybody else. It says officials from the CPD and the Chicago Police and COPA did not immediately respond for comment. They never do. According to police board records, the officer arrested earlier Monday hours on March 26 after officers summoned to an address on the 11,300 block of South Avenue J in the East Side neighborhood near the Indiana border. Neighbors had reported a domestic incident, and officers found a heavily intoxicated officer arguing with similarly intoxicated woman on the sidewalk. The officer showed the officers his badge, but was unable to answer questions about the woman and what had happened. The board ordered states, and when as he and the woman were arguing about, the officer grew agitated and asked him to call the sergeant. He also was able to answer questions posed by a sergeant, and while left unattended in the sergeant's vehicle, he tried to use the intercar police terminal. Wow. Okay. Privilege. So that means you put him in the front seat then. Look at that privilege. They ain't saying that. So how, because you can't, so you put him in the front seat without no cuffs. A drunken, angry, rage, domestic violence person. Did he get shot like you shot somebody else when you showed up to their crib? Told not to touch the computer by one of the other responding officers, the officer shouted, "You're supposed to be my brother." Then said words that effect, "You do you want me to get out the car and kick your ass?" Wow. The officer was cuffed and was searched, and then officers found in the lineup sheet that belonged to the sergeant tucked into the officer's wallet. Police records indicate the charge, a simple count of simple assault, was dropped. Look, drop the charges. Court records indicate that officers also had been charged with disorderly conduct in 1999 and also arrest in 2010 by police in Evanston for disorderly conduct. So we got a career criminal out here. Dude, we got an officer that's a career criminal that's getting, I mean, so you got the complexion for the protection, and you got the connections for the protection with the blue line. Like, you're just taking full advantage, man. This whole police, the higher ups need to be looked at. That's where the investigation needs to be. Court records show, police board hearings in 2019, and the officer said that he had completed both inpatient and outpatient treatment for alcohol abuse immediately after his arrest in 2016, and said that he did not realize he had a drinking problem until he woke up in jail for his arrest. Nigga, shut up. Officers testified that he had been under enormous amounts of stress. Man, I don't want to hear that explaining shit. In 2019 hearing, the officer said that he'd been sober since the incident. No, nah, you was probably drunk when you shot, cuz. I don't want to hear it. See, look, that's what they use at the end of the article, displaying for the article, man. See, propaganda is real, y'all. Propaganda is freaking real. That's the reason why we do what the hell we do on this show. First of all, you motherfuckers like doing propaganda? So do we. And we're going to do that shit 5 to 7 times a day on your ass. We're going to show all the ills and all the worst of the people in your society because you deserve it. Because y'all got apparatuses out here trying to show the worst to everybody else, when in fact it's y'all. That is the devilish demon, ghoul, goblin, ghosts, the Lucifers, the Satans, the Shaitans, all that's y'all. And I keep showing y'all every day. And you know what's good about what I show y'all every day is the fact that that white on white crime, boy, is out of control. I don't never want to hear nothing about black on black crime. Never. I never want to hear about that. Because white on white control is at epidemical proportions. I don't give a fuck if epidemical wasn't a word. I just said it and it sound good. Epidemical, motherfucker, proportions. Yes, nigga. I got some more gruesome twosomes for y'all. I'm finna go ahead and probably fill up the whole hour at 10 o'clock with some news for y'all. So stick and stay tuned. Annette B, thanks for tapping in, baby. And all the rest of y'all, listen here, let me tell you something now. I want you to go grab a shirt. I want you to go grab one of these dope ass shirts that we got. You need to be out here in these streets saying it with your damn chest. Because we don't need no anti-black racism. That's just what the point is, right? Imagine if we had 1 million people walking around with this shirt on. They get the fucking message real quick. I'm cursing a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking about Patreon tonight. So get in the description and click on that link and join us on Patreon so you can come here. Real unfiltered B1 talk goes down. We be having our phone lines open. You can chat. You can tap in the chat. We be having a good time. We go over stories that we don't go over here, especially ones involving black people where there may be some disparaging words that we have to say, because we don't do that on this show. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, 4 words that I'm gonna leave you with. Love with the peace and the blessings. The blessings come with a Birdman hand rub. I don't know where the Birdman hand rub came, but that's what it is now. And the last one is Maloha, okay? And guess what? Indeed, I got commercials for you. So you should take these 2, okay? Just hold them. Don't spend them all in one place, okay? I'm out.
Music TV.
Ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation.
Trying to bring it back, back. Trying to bring it back, back. Trying to bring it back, back.
I bring it back like I took you from the
premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back. Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line.
Aloha, mommy.
Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me. Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One call it.
Wave, then you can just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was faith, it was faith. Flowers in the image, and I definitely belong here. Now that I'm here, I'm a change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla. I eat your dog, your poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center.
Which I grew up living life, which I knew. All my tools graduated with my honors. TPC scientific, getting to what's the plan C? Throw the kickback, zip sack, throwing kicks on.
Music TV.
He took out the yellow stitching on his 4S. Does this make them look doper? He took a
How to become a millionaire with Shiba Inu. You're taking $500 and you're investing right here where that number is